Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you this easy OP Jarvan jungle build. It relies on exhaust and lethal tempo to absolutely solo everything and make your ganks ridiculously easy. Lethal tempo is one of the best solo keystones in the game, lethal tempo and conqueror. And exhaust is really good if you have approach velocity. With approach velocity, whenever you slow someone or if that person is CC'd, you move 15% faster into them. And we have CC off of our E and our Q plus our W slow, which is massive range on it, as you can see. So W slow, exhaust slow, we'll be moving really fast into them. You're going to want to start E for our runes who took lethal tempo, triumph, tenacity, critic, gross, free boots, and obviously the approach velocity there. The E will be giving you bonus attack speed and your teammates bonus attack speed. That was an interesting Ashe pathing. That's a telltale sign someone's on Facebook and just alt tabbing out. We're still getting the attack speed against 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗶 here. The flag has a lot of distance on it. This whole circle from the flag. Pull it out a little bit. Knock him up. And he's dead. Very nice. Looks like enemies got first blood. Gwen top lane has a lot of all-in potential. We're trying to put an auto attack on each one of the monsters to use our passive. Per unique target, your passive is on a 6-second cooldown. And it is some big burst. Level 3 now, we'll be pushing for red buff. It does 8% of their current HP and physical damage. Very strong. After red buff, we'll be pushing out looking for a gank. We'll shield ourselves right when it goes to hit us. We can block an auto attack in the sliver off a W, which is pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and pop our all of our abilities again. It's alright if you don't get the knockup. The knockup doesn't give you any extra damage anyways. So against the monster, all you're really doing is basically blocking an auto attack if you're getting it to cancel it. This doesn't seem to be warded. It's also not very gankable. We might just wait for 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 to kill 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀. That'd be pretty easy. Got the knockup. Unfortunately, his speed up is back up. Oh well. We'll path into bot side. 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is going to be top. Most junglers start with their bot lane, so he would have done red and pathed up. We'll go ahead and let him have it. I'm going to hold on to the EQ combo since we're about to gank. Instead, we'll just smite it and auto it a few times. In ganks, if you come up from behind the enemies, try to hold on to your combo and just hit them with your autos and your slow. It's a lot better. I don't know where Seraphine thinks she's gonna go here. She has nowhere to go. We got her with our slow, gonna beat her down with autos. And we don't actually want to use our combo unless we have to, because if you throw out your EQ and they flash, they'll most likely get away because they'll be dodging. We kind of need to push this. Malzahar shouldn't have really back. Ashe has a massive minion advantage, so if we were to leave the wave as is, it would be pretty bad for her. She's probably, if she doesn't understand that, she might actually be kind of upset with us, which sucks. She can have 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 if she wants. I kind of need to reset. Alright, I guess she understands. She didn't try to take 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 off that. Whenever I do that, I just offered my AD carry the camp because I kind of wanted to reset anyways. We have on Monster Hunter debuff, which means 40% of our XP or so. I guess the majority of our XP has come from minions. Or is it gold? Yeah, I think it's actually gold. It's when a big chunk of your gold has come from lane minions, so now you start to get 40% reduced XP and gold, which really sucks. So you got to go back in your jungle and get some camps, or in the enemy's jungle. Either's fine. Auto attack Q reset. Always go for that Q max first and the E max. We still have our exhaust to use. We can set up a gank with this before we back. First back, you're usually looking to get Iron Spike Whip. If you want to solo the enemy jungler, you usually go for the 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀, instead, because 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is just way better for fights to the death. Not quite as good for speeding up your clear though, since it's not AoE damage like the Iron Spike. Looks like their Twitch supports roaming. We'll see if we can kill the Gwen. Interesting play. We're not going to be able to kill Twitch. We'll go ahead and just shove this in. Actually, it'll bounce back, I think. Cannon minion's about to die. We'll reset. We're sitting on a crap load of gold. This wave's gonna bounce back to my mid laner. She'll be in a pretty good spot. Look at that minion advantage. It's incredible. We'll go for the iron spike, and we'll grab that. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll just grab a control word. We don't really need another long sword. I don't want to wait for the gold. And plus, we wouldn't be able to get a control word. It is what it is. Seraphine's looking gankable. Top lane hasn't been gankable for the majority of this game. And mid lane's kind of hard to gank since Kennen has such a good speed up. We'll keep trying to gank Seraphine. Haven't seen 𝗕𝘂𝐸𝐻𝐸 too much this game. Most likely she'll be on her red buff since that's spawning in. We'll see. 𝗕𝘂𝐻𝐸, he doesn't have the damage. Kennen chunks him down. GP has 0 HP, 0 magic resist items. We got 𝗕𝘂𝐸𝐻𝐸 with our slow. Then we'll go for our EQ combo. It's much easier to land once they're slowed. Pretty much all your combos start out with a W into EQ. It's much easier to do it that way. I have my R. We can EQ on her and R her if she's not underneath turret. And she's underneath turret, so... Try to hit her with my flag, didn't get it quite far enough. Your flag does damage, obviously. A little bit of AoE. I guess we'll just take Dragon. That's fine. 𝗕𝘂𝐸𝐻𝐸's in a really rough spot off that. Jarvan's solid at taking dragons because his fast attack speed off of his E. Plus he has his W shield which blocks a full dragon shot, which is nice. Or close to a full dragon hit. Ocean Dragon's one of the more annoying dragons to take because of the slow. It makes it hard to get away if enemies showed up. Since we saw several of them were topside, it was pretty safe though. Conqueror is still a great rune to take on Jarvan. Lethal Tempo is better for raw 1 versus 1s to the death. And honestly, the scaling on it is usually a little bit better than Conqueror. Pulling them together so I can apply my passive to both, red buff burn to both, and my jungle item burn to both. Take them a little bit quicker this way. Jarvan can stay very healthy in the jungle because like we talked about, his W shield, it's just mainly the dragons that will make you lose a big chunk of HP. Healing all the way back up. His W has been buffed a lot in previous season. In season 11 they gave it a couple of buffs. It's got more range, it gives you more shield, and I think they put it on a lower cooldown as well. I think they were trying to transition him to be a partial laner. That didn't quite happen though. Still just a jungler. This isn't warded. We're gonna still try to close as much distance as we can. Gonna use R to close the distance there since I was no longer in auto attack range because of her flash. Got the knockup, and I really need some assistance here. Ashe does. Oh, she even had heal. I might have been able to live. Most likely 𝗕𝘂𝐸𝐻𝐸 would have finished me off with her R, so I guess it is what it is. We'll pick up Gore Drinker. You still don't really want to go for an on-hit mythic item on Jarvan because of his ability to get it on top of people with his E and his Q. It'd be kind of pointless. You can get on top of all 5 of them with an EQ or an R. Both are great gap closers. Then you can land a multi-Gore Drinker, get back a bunch of health. We'll probably just play for Drag Soul this game. Jarvan's late game falls off just like a Warwick's does or a Xin Zhao. Even playing a jungler who falls off, as long as you get Drag Soul, you'll most likely be fine in the late game. Twitch is doing lots of roams. They're panning out. I don't know why people are playing Zeri with weird keystones. I think on Zeri, the only good keystone I've seen on her is Fleet and Lethal Tempo. I don't think I've seen like anything good out of the Domination tree or the Sorcery tree. I don't have my R. I'll come up here. Since I wasn't behind him, I had to EQ just to get to him, then we slowed him. I can't get to her because our E's on another 6-second cooldown. Kennen might be rotating for this. I don't want to deal with a Kennen. Got the red smite on Rek'Sai. Gore Drinker. Oh, come on, baby. Let's go. Nice GP follow-up. That's the power of Gore Drinker right there. Very spicy. Also, Triumph. Triumph might have healed me more than Gore Drinker did there. Get all of our health back. Gore Drinker's on a very short cooldown. You can use it on pretty much every monster camp. We'll have backup for Wolves, and we'll have a backup for Gromp. Pretty much every camp, you're going to start out just EQW. It's going to be your standard clear pattern. EQ to get to it faster, and then W to take the reduced damage. You only really have to space out abilities or think about it against champions. Since you're melee, they're trying to get away from you. So you have to think more about, if I'm already on top of them, do I need to use my gap closers? And sometimes you do. Like if they're fighting you to the death, they're not trying to run. Sometimes you just need to use your ability damage, which is fine. E gives some vision. I don't want to jump to that flag, so I threw my Q off to the side. I want to stay in the bush. Still getting the attack speed from it as well. I'm going to hold on to my E. It's a longer cooldown than my Q, so I'd rather have that up so I can look for an escape if I need to. Twitch doesn't have tier 2 boots. He's moving 355, moving 375. I'm going to EQ just to get to him. I haven't used my exhaust a whole lot this game. See if we can get some value out of it here. Oh, wow. You baited me pretty hard there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. Might get him on the other way. I trolled myself. I'll get him when he comes back here. I got my R. Rek'Sai's dead. Gotcha, buddy. Got him. Hit him with an auto attack. Gore Drinker reset, slowed him. He popped away, and then that's when we used our gap closer on him. We'll find a good moment to use exhaust. We just haven't had a moment. And that's a good thing. I mean, that means our ganks have been working out. We've been getting good angles. So just like if you had flash and you weren't needing to use it, it'd be nice. We're going to red smite this guy. I'll exhaust him to run him down. R, auto attack, Gore Drinker reset. Kill him with my Q. Oh, I thought my E might kill Twitch. Just didn't though. My EQ is about to be back up. Jeez, that freaking chick hurts. Got my slow on the cannon. I'm gonna have to run. I'm taking a lot of freaking damage. I'm gonna EQ away. Should be fine. We'll need to heal up off of Gromp, something like that. Gromp gives you back most of your health and mana. The lower on health you are, the more it heals you, so should be able to get back most of our stuff here. Jarvan struggles most against kind of mage junglers. They can be a bit of an issue because if Jarvan's all in kit, same reason why Zed can struggle against mages. Once they have Hourglass, it's really hard for you to do much because they can threaten you, pressure you, like do stuff against you in fights, and if you try to all in them, they can just drop Hourglass and then there goes all your burst. So things like Fiddlesticks, Taliyah, Elise can be pretty annoying for Jarvan once they do get to that Hourglass spot. Other than that, Jarvan can play against really any jungler because of his high mobility and solid ganks. Even if you can't solo them because it's a freaking Warwick, you can always out gank him. EQ smite, got the knockup, auto attack Gore Drinker. Auto attack R, I wanted that kill. Somehow Malzahar got it, feels bad. Probably should have just R'd Seraphine over the wall. Obviously your EQ goes over wall, so does your R if you have the vision for your R, that is. Big Malzahar engage. Seraphine got the kill. I should go wipe her. She's so low on health. Finished her off with a gore drinker. Ash can finish off that wave. I'll help her take it though. If you're up in a bad spot like this, you can throw your E to still give you and your teammates attack speed, but if someone shows up, we can hop back to it just like that. So we still got the bonuses of getting the attack speed while simultaneously having an escape route. We're sitting on a stupid amount of gold. You should never be walking around with this much at once. It's very dangerous. You'll bait yourself thinking you're really fed, but if you haven't spent your gold, how fed can you really be? After 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝑋, usually looking to grab a Thornmail. Their team is super AP heavy. They're all AP except for 𝗕𝐂𝐈, so instead, I could see Spirit Visage being worth it, Abyssal Mask being worth it. Jarvan doesn't usually build. We'll go Force of Nature. Jarvan usually doesn't go for magic resist items, since none of them synergize that well with his kit. Since we are a gore drinker though, Spirit Visage is just fine, and Force of Nature is fine because the raw stats and movement speed. Wit's End's not really worth it. Maw, you can't even go it because of the gore drinker. So is that why it's not letting us? Lifeline, is it counting this as a lifeline? It's a little confusing. It doesn't even say lifeline. Huh. Oh, it's because we have 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝑋. Yeah. Yeah, so you're really going to go Hex Drinker because of the 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝑋. You're not going to go Wit's End. Spirit Visage and Force of Nature are going to be your best bets. Wit's End can be tempting. It's just not quite worth it. Because our lethal tempo should already be more than enough attack speed. Going lethal tempo, going for Wit's End would just be overkill since we already have lethal tempo. I think she can jump outside of my R. Down she goes. I still have my exhaust. See if I can find someone to use that on. My lethal tempo beats her Conqueror 100%. Got the knock up in a shield. Auto attack gore drinker. We'll exhaust this guy. That's annoying. I guess my exhaust for his flash, it's worth. Exhaust is on a lower cooldown than flash. Oh, there's nothing there. E does give vision, but it's a little bit delayed to where if I don't Q, I'm not going to land the knockup. Oh, man. I can get over this wall here. EQ in the W. Auto attack gore drinker. I'm going to red smite the cannon. I think I'm going to die here regardless, though. Oh, my God. I might live. Oh my God, we actually lived. We landed a 3-man shield. For each person you hit, it shields you more. For each person you hit with gore drinker, it heals you more. Barely lived there. I threw out my E to try to get some healing off of raptors because the Twitch poison was killing me. The raptors weren't up. Luckily, I did survive from the poison itself. I'm going to stay in the jungle to heal back some of my mana. If I can get back 300-ish mana, I think we can do this. Seraphine doesn't have R. Yeah, we can do this. We're going to try to walk into her. We're going to slow her. Then we'll go for our knockup. She flashed. Then we have R. Red Smiter, auto attack gore drinker. Get her with our slow. And we're moving a lot faster into her because of the approach velocity. Because W, big slow. We'll definitely get Draxel this game. As long as I don't throw my shutdown gold, that is. I'm going to go for that blue buff. I really need it. Actually, I'll back for Force of Nature first. I want to have it for this dragon fight. I should still be able to get there as long as the enemies don't just like try to take it immediately. We'll keep buying into magic resist. Like I said, they're all magic damage. The Twitch, AP Twitch, the Seraphine, Kennen, Gwen. 𝗕𝐂𝐈 are only AD and she's really far behind. Auto attack Q reset. We'll go for Kennen. His little dash is on cooldown. We can get into range to W him, he'll be screwed. I think he's in. Oh, okay, he's right there. Most likely has his R. I'm gonna have to dash just to get to him. Auto attack W, auto attack 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃. Nice. Got her slow on him. EQ for the knockup. Down he goes. Oh, hey, Twitch. EQ for the knockup. I'm gonna have to R to get the Seraphine. And that lethal tempo freaking chunks, dude. It chunks so hard. I love it. That should be GG's. I just don't think they're taking the situation fully here. I think they thought lethal tempo Jarvan, that's going to be a joke, but in reality, we have probably the most damage in the game by far. And we're still building some tankiness too. Not just going full one-shot lucky mode. We can take a hit if we get CC'd. We're not going to die from it. Nice try, Kennen. Really hard to chase down a Jarvan. It's kind of like trying to chase down a LeBlanc. Can always go over a wall. Malzahar way out of position. So is the Siri. That's unfortunate. The Twitch might actually see me here. Got the EQ into W. Auto attack 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃. Oh, I'm trying to get away. I need to heal off of 𝗕𝗂𝗃. 𝗕𝗂𝗃 is key here. I can also smite it for the heal. I'll smite it to finish it. There we go. It's a lot of health back. Twitch is really, really hurting us. Auto attack W. Auto attack 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃. Get me out. It's nice going fast with Force of Nature too. 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝐻𝐈, you're gonna get yourself killed. Auto attack 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃. Look at how much health we got back from that. He's in range for me to W slow. EQ, down he goes. Oh man, so much fun. We'll go get this Kennen. Don't know who he thinks he is trying to take that. He's gonna get himself killed for it. I knew he's gonna be finishing it up there. Oh god. I thought he's on the same part of the plan as I was. Where did he go? He's just going deeper into my jungle. And down he goes. We only need one more dragon for soul. I'm sure that red buff was worth it. It was looking extra thick. You normally see junglers do that type of thing. You don't normally see the enemy mid laner trying to punish you like that. He is the most fed on his team though. He knows what he's doing. It's got a lot of weight to carry. All right. Ooh, hey, 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃. EQ, where you going, buddy? Auto attack 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃. Gotcha. That was such a close fight. I'll walk through the turret, no biggie. Gwen is going all in here. Got off my slow. I don't think I actually did any damage to her though before she died. Was just trying to get there as fast as I could to make sure nothing crazy happened. We might be able to camp this little ward. He'll step up for you. Can't see me behind this little wall. He can't see me. Not over here. No, he's not gonna step up. All right, there he is. We'll wait. I hope 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃 hops the wall. Or we could just go for Seraphine. We're gonna slow her into EQ. She can't dodge it when she's slowed. Hit her with a red smite auto. Wasn't quite enough to get her. Got her with a tipper Q. Drop my E for the extra attack speed. My Q was on cooldown anyway, so wasn't really missing out on the knock-up aspect. There's 2 of them underneath turret. I don't think I... Oh, hey, Twitch. What are you doing, buddy? What a goofball. What a little goober. We're going to go ahead and exhaust this chick. We gotta get out of here, man. That went south really fast. We need 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 to kill this Gwen. No matter how tanky we are, I'm pretty sure Gwen has true damage and max health damage in her kit. So being tanky doesn't necessarily help versus her. You need 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. Champion heals like crazy. I should be placing my E's farther away. Not really sure where they're all at right now. Bonk. And that is Soul, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be giving us extra burst damage, I believe. Attack strike them and also slow them. Holy crap. When you damage an enemy with an attack ability, also strike them with lightning, dealing damage and slowing them. Holy moly, that's going to be so good with our approach velocity. Everything we do is going to slow them. All right, we'll go Spirit Vestige into Executioners. And now we are a certified big boy. Sitting at 4k HP on Jarvan. Good lord. With 269 AD. Woo-wee. I'll swap it to my stats. I actually prefer playing it with stats on, but a lot of people want to see the runes because we're not sure what runes to take, but I feel like we've left it on for enough of the video. At this point in the mid late game on Jarvan, if you're Giga fed, you can be the engage tool, the tank, the assassin, all of the above. If you're not fed, if you have the stronger backline, you play for backline. If you're not fed and you have the weaker backline, you have to look for the enemies being out of position like this. So pretend we're behind right now. We're trying to find enemies out of position. We're pitching them with the Ashe. Got him with the slow. I'm gonna hold him still for my Ashe to do her business. Down he goes. Looks like Ziri's getting all in. Kenny can't quite keep up with her because she's doing her Talon moves. Talon cosplay. Holding on to my abilities because I know they're in the area. I don't want to get cut down with my abilities on cooldown. Hey, Gwen. We're going to slow her, knock her up. We'll red smite her. I almost got a double knock up there. Oh, jeez. I should probably be with the Ashe right now, or she should be with us. And that's it, guys. The enemy surrendered. I hope you enjoyed this easy OP Jarvan jungle commentary guide. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingstixbusiness. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we did have the most in the game by a decent margin. I'm pretty happy with that. For damage taken, we'd taken the most in the game. Very happy with that. For healing done, we had the most healing done. Oh, damage taken and healing done. All right, let's just look at where's just healed. Ally shielding, ally healing. Healing done. Damage taken and healed. It says 18,000. For just damage taken, it was 39,000, so I don't know why it's saying that. That's really stupid. So yeah, we healed for 18,000. We took 39,000 damage. Pretty solid. Looking at runes, lethal tempo, we had over a minute and a half of uptime, 97 seconds. We had it maxed out 13 different times. Triumph healed us for 2,346 and a whopping 660 bonus gold. Tenacity finished it by 11-minute mark. Pretty standard. Coup de Grace did a bonus 1,000 damage. Got magical footwears by the 9-minute mark. Once again, very standard. And approach velocity sped us up for over 2 minutes. Jeez Louise. This is definitely my favorite way to play Jarvan right now, and it's really easy to carry on, in my opinion.